Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today for another Facebook Live. Today we're going to look at credit card features in our mobile app. My name is Anne and I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague David.
Hi everyone, we're Royal Bank of Scotland Community Bankers and we're here today because we know a lot of you are following the guidelines of social distancing, so you might not be able to bank in the way that you're used to. But that's okay, we're here to support you and tell you about the ways you can bank with us safely from your own home.
Yep, that's absolutely right, David. We're going to tell you about how you can stay in control and manage your money safely in these uncertain times. So today we're going to show you how quick, easy and secure it is to use our mobile app to manage your credit card. We're going to look at 4 different things. Firstly, we're going to look at how you view your transactions and your credit card statement. Secondly, how you can manage your credit card, including blocking certain transaction types and ordering a replacement card should you need to. Thirdly, we're going to tell you how you can set up an instalment plan for paying off larger purchases. And finally, we'll show you how to set monthly budgets to help you manage that spending during this time.
Yeah, and if you have any questions as you go, please comment on this live stream. We'll answer some of these at the end of today's session. If we don't manage to get to all your questions live, our Facebook team will reply to your comment afterwards.
Absolutely, please do pop some questions on there. So our app is available to customers aged 11 or over with a compatible Apple or Android device. You must have a UK or international mobile number, and specific countries do apply to that. You don't need to have an account with us to benefit from the mobile banking. If you only have a credit card, you can still download and benefit from the app as well.
Yeah, and certainly in these unprecedented times, you all want to be staying at home. So knowing that you can manage your credit card without needing to come in to see us in branch is really comforting. It's completely safe to use and manage your card, and none of the details will be stored on the phone itself. And using the latest technology, we use the latest technology to monitor your account 24/7 as well.
Yep, some reassuring advice there, David. The Royal Bank app also contains some helpful scam advice and warnings, which are even more important at the moment, as in any crisis is seen as a greater opportunity by scammers to target us. It's important to remember that anyone and everyone can fall victim to a scam or a fraud, and that's why it's really important to remember that no bank or trusted organisation will contact you out of the blue, whether that's a phone call, an email or a text, and ask you to move money from your account into a safe account. We will never ask you to disclose your full PIN or password or any other security details such as your card reader code or a one-time passcode.
Yeah, this is when banking on your mobile can really be great because it gives you 24/7 access to your credit card and recent transactions. This means you can check for any suspicious activity on your account. And when you're banking on your phone with us, you're also protected by our secure banking promise. This means that as long as you've kept your security information safe, we'll refund any money paid out of your account.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, David, and we have some really great security advice on staying safe and secure from fraud and scams on our website, including up-to-date information of some of those coronavirus scams that we're seeing just now. So please do head there after the session for some more information on that.
Yeah, thanks, Anne. So today we're going to look at some great credit card features from within our app. You can benefit from these even if you don't have a current account with us. You can download and register for our mobile app in the same way as our other customers. When you're asked what type of customer you are, just click on the credit card customer only option. You'll need your card to hand as well because you're asked for the big long number on the front of it and also the expiry date.
Yep, please do have that to hand. It's really quick and easy to get it up and running. And what's great as well is when you first sign up, if it's compatible on your device, we'll ask you to turn on your fingerprint and your face login, which is one of my favourite features if you're like me and you're not very good at remembering PINs and passwords. And it means you can log in securely and quickly every time you want to view those accounts without having to remember your password or PIN. When you log in, your credit card account will appear on the home screen with any other accounts that you have with us. If you don't have any other accounts, just like we're shown in the example just now, you will just see your credit card.
Yeah, and I think I'll agree with you there. I love facial recognition. It's one of my favourite features as well. But to manage your card on the app, just tap on your credit card in the account details where it shows your balance. This takes you to your credit card account, just like you see on the screen here, where you can see your credit card and how much you spent on your card, your card limit, and the available balance, which is basically just your balance minus any money you've actually spent.
Yep, and from here, you can then view your recent transactions. So that'll include any that are pending in your card. And this is great because it means you can easily keep track of those outgoings. You can also view your statements from your phone as well. The app easily allows you to download PDF copies of your monthly statements. And you can view these, you can also view the latest information relating to your account, such as any fees or charges. And it does just look like the paper statement that you would get. And we're showing an example of that just now for you. You can also choose how you would like these statements to be sent to you under the delivery preferences. So choosing to receive paperless statements means that you have easy access to them in your mobile app. You can also view up to 7 years of these statements, and the app will notify you when there's a new one ready for you to review.
Yeah, I went paperless a few months ago, and it's been great. I've not had to spend any time sort of filing any paper statements away, and I also don't have to worry about disposing of them securely when I no longer need them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's much easier to manage when they're kept in that app. And as well as viewing your transactions and statements, you can easily make payments towards your credit card balance as well. In the Pay My Card section, you can see a statement summary and make a one-off payment to it.
Yeah, that's right. You can also set up a direct debit, so you don't need to remember and pay off the balance each month. It'll automatically take the money out your chosen account. You can choose to make the minimum payment, the full statement balance, or another amount of your choice. But if you do choose to make the minimum each month, just remember it'll take you longer to pay off the balance, and it'll also cost you more. The payment will reach your account within 2 hours. However, it may appear on it'll take longer to appear on your credit card account. If you miss a payment, we'll send you a reminder just on the day the payment is due.
Yep, it's a great reminder to have. But paying off your balance isn't the only thing that you can do from the comfort of your own home. Using the Royal Bank app on your phone allows you to take control of your card and help you manage your finances. In the Manage My Card section, you can unlock and lock your card to stop it from being used.
Yeah, I find this feature really handy to use at the end of the month, just as a barrier for me to spending more money. It helps resist that temptation of paying until your next payday. But after you lock your card, any attempted transactions made by you or additional card holders will be declined, and we'll send you a notification that your card is actually being used. This won't apply to any pre-authorized transactions where they've been made before your card is locked.
Yeah, and what's great about managing your card in the app is that you can lock certain transactions depending on what you use your card for. So you can lock it for taking cash out at the cash point, because that can be expensive. If, like me, retail therapy is your vice, you can choose to block contactless or chip and pin payments in stores, or you can lock online telephony and mail order transactions as well. And I know that's something my husband's actually quite interested in setting up just now, David.
Yeah, no, let's be honest. I think online spending is all our vices at the moment, but there you go. And just sometimes having that extra step of removing the block on your card can really help you think that spend. Is it something you really need, or is it just something you want?
Yeah, something to really think about. As well as managing where you can spend your money on your card, you can also report it as lost, damaged, or stolen from the app. This means that you don't have to make that journey into a branch if you don't have to. And you also don't have to wait to speak to us on the phone as well. You would just choose the reason, as it's shown on the screen just now, of why you want your new card. So is it a replacement? Have you lost it, or have you stolen it? Or has it been stolen? The app will then take you to a form where we'll ask you for some card details, and we will send you a new card within 3 working days. However, it is important to note that post is taking slightly longer at this time.
Yeah, you can also order a PIN reminder, and you can also unblock your PIN as well. But just remember that you do need to go to the cash point at least 5 to 10 minutes after submitting your request in order to continue unblocking your PIN. Okay, so just to recap, we've covered a lot already, including how to view your transactions and credit card statements, and how to manage your card, including blocking certain transaction types and also ordering a replacement card.
Yep, so do watch the replay if you think this will benefit you. And remember, if you have any questions about what we're showing you today, make sure you leave a comment, and David and I will try to answer as many as we can at the end of the session. And if we don't, our social response team will.
Yeah. So now let's take a look at some great features within the Royal Bank of Scotland app which help you manage your money. The first one's going to be instalment plans. So Anne, what are instalment plans?
That's a great question, David. So our award-winning instalment plan allows you to pay off an eligible purchase over a term which best suits your needs. So this can be between 6, 9, 12, 18 and 24 months. So what this means is you will not pay interest on any balance that is on a plan, but you will pay a set monthly fee over the selected term, paying the same amount each month for the duration of the plan, making it easier, and you know how much you're going to be spending. This will vary depending on the amount of the purchase and the term of the plan. But the best thing is there's no additional paperwork, so you can set up, track and manage these completely from your mobile app from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, absolutely right. And if an installment plan is available to you, we'll let you know by adding a marker to the transaction. You must already have the mobile app and be an existing credit card customer to set up an installment plan. But there are a few things we take into consideration to ensure you're eligible for this offer as well. The first is you must have a transaction between £100 and £3,000, and that must be on or after your last statement, which is not a cash withdrawal. You can't have a cash balance on your credit card. This includes cash withdrawals, cash advances, and money transfers. And also something to bear in mind, you won't be able to have an installment plan if you've applied or think about applying for a credit card payment break. So bear this in mind, especially given these unprecedented times. If you want any extra support with regards to coronavirus, remember we have lots of support on our website.
Yeah, thanks for that information, David. We will also look at your annual percentage rate, and this is to make sure that the instalment plan is cheaper than the usual interest you would pay on your card. So if you've made a larger purchase, and I know some people are buying extra technology just now to keep in contact with loved ones, friends, family, excuse me, you may be able to reduce the monthly payments by setting up an instalment plan.
Yeah, but just remember you should choose the number of months that best suits your financial needs. The installment plan payment must be in addition to the minimum monthly payment you're required to make towards your credit card balance. So, for example, if your payment was £50 a month and your monthly payment was £20, then you'd be required to pay £70 towards your credit card account.
Yeah, a good example to use. Whichever plan you choose, it will be part of your existing credit limit, and the payment must be paid to keep on track with your instalment plan. Instalment plans aren't the only way in the app that we can help you manage your money. You can also set budgets too. You can choose daily or monthly budgets, which will help you manage that credit card spending.
Yeah, absolutely. And setting a budget can really help track how much you're spending, and you can see where you might be overspending. You can also you can also request an increase or a decrease to your current card limit. You can do that to help you stay in control of your finances within the mobile app. And we'll also let you know the outcome of your request via email.
Perfect. We really hope today's stream has been helpful and it has encouraged you to manage that credit card with the Royal Bank app. Remember, it's quick, easy and secure. So I think David and I are now going to answer some of your questions. So we'll give it a couple of minutes just for some questions to go on there, and David and I will take those.
Okay. Always seems like an age, this part. Very quiet today so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one's come through from Lauren. So can I add credit cards from another bank to my app? Well, actually, yes, through open banking, you can, and it's actually dead easy to do. You just select at the bottom of the app just to click and add the other bank, and there's a really easy sort of process you follow through on the app to sort of take you do that. And then basically once it's there, you'll see it at the bottom of the app on there. Have you got anything to add in there, Anne?
No, that's perfect, David, but thanks very much for your question, Lauren.
Okay, so can I set up an installment plan on a purchase I have on my card on my girlfriend's credit card account? So really that's if you're a secondary card holder, I'm taking from that, Rory. Hopefully that's what you're after. So Anne, do you want to, yeah.
Yeah, so you cannot set up the instalment plan. However, if you have made a purchase on her card and you are an additional card holder, she would be able to do that for you. She would be able to set that up.
So is it safe to pay my credit card on my app? So in answer to that one, absolutely. It's actually covered under our secure banking promise. So that's the first thing we have there. All the information on that is on our website if you want to read more about that. But also there's things like sort of facial recognition that were covered off already, Touch ID, all the security on your actual phone as well. And one of the great benefits, if you've already made that payment from, say, within a branch, then the payment will already be set up on your account and ready to go. So again, it adds that element of comfort to actually making that payment.
Yeah, absolutely, David.
Okay. It's very quiet today. Right. Oh, there we go. So how do I go about getting a new card as it doesn't swipe half the time? I have to insert my card instead. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you can easily do that from the Manage My Card section on the app. You just tap onto your card, manage my card, and then you would choose to order a replacement card for that. It'll ask you for some information, and then we will send your card out within the 3 working days. But like I said earlier on in the stream, that may take a wee bit longer just with the post just now. And I hope that answers your question.
Yep. Okay. I think that might be the last of them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, I almost thought there was one coming through there, but there's not. Right. Okay. So that's the questions. So thank you very much for all your questions today. But before we go, we just want to remind you, you can recommend the Royal Bank of Scotland app for your family and friends, and you can do that from the help section within the app. So please get sharing amongst your friends and family.
Yep, absolutely. Remember, there is a lot of other information on our YouTube channels and our Coronavirus Hub as well. So please do check those out after the session today.
Yep. So we're always here to help, and actually, there's actually great ways of getting involved at the moment. We're actually offering digital lessons where one of our colleagues can provide you with step-by-step guidance, and that's done at a time that suits you. The digital lessons are our new service, and it's great for getting started, especially if you have a lot of questions. So you can book these lessons on our website. There are also some great videos on our YouTube channel as well that you might find useful, and we'll actually play some of these after this session as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So please do check out those lessons, and we hope you join us for our next session when we'll be looking at budgets and managing, setting those budgets.
Yeah, so thanks everyone. Stay safe and stay at home. Thank you.
Thank you.